What's up everyone? Here we are with the Kensen hair trimmer set. This was recently gifted to us. Want to jump in, do a quick unboxing, show you how it works, all the goodies. So this is the S38. As you can see, it comes with a nice stand that is going to give you a full scale trimmer at your fingertips, which I absolutely love. That is immensely a difference maker for me. There's always counter space issues in the bathroom. There's all the gadgets, all the gizmos, all the skincare, hair care, all the things. And having a one-stop shop from a trimmer perspective just makes that so much easier and less stressful. Let's go ahead and unbox this. And I've used a number of other Kensen products as well. My head shaver is Kensen. I have a couple of other things as well, body trimmers and things of that nature. So really excited to dive into this because the quality has been top-notch in my personal experience. So first things first, we have the star of the show. We have the trimmer. It is fairly hefty in weight, which I absolutely love. Typically is going to correlate well with quality. You've got a power button, looks like a very similar prominent brand out there as well. If you know, you know. So this has a lock functionality. So as you can see, there's a little lock that's blinking. And if you hold that for 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, it will unlock and turn on. So you can hear that turn on. It has a couple of different power modes. It starts at 65% of power, then goes up to 70. You can hear that tick up in terms of the revolutions per second, per minute, all the good things. And then a third time we'll turn it off. The charging cable is on the bottom there. Now let's go ahead and dive in. Here we have one of the other attachments. This is on just like this. You're just going to pull that off if and when you decide to change the head that's on there. So super simple, super easy from that perspective. This can be used to trim eyebrows, trim beard. If you want hair at a certain length, this is a great attachment for you. You can also take off the plastic piece and get a great close trim there as well. I use this all the time for body hair trimming. I use it for fading in my beard and all the different things. This is going to be a foil shaver attachment. So this is to really get really close to that skin right here and give you a nice, almost smooth as a baby's bottom type of shave from that perspective. You can hear that shaver is just going to allow it to get really, really close to the hair follicle and allow it to give you a really smooth cut wherever you are using that. Next one here is a good nose trimmer one. You're just gonna lift this straight up. We'll throw the nose trimmer on there and you're gonna be able to go up here, in and around to get those nose hairs, those pesky little buggers that might at least get to the point where every week, every 2 weeks, I do need to trim them because they're starting to come out and it's not a good look. I try and manscape, I try and groom, I try and stay looking good, and this is one way that I absolutely do that. We've got a nice fine-tuned precision trim right here. It's gonna be very similar to this one, but just a lot smaller cutting surface to allow you to be very tuned in with exactly where you're cutting. And then last, but certainly not least, we're gonna have that middle ground trimmer. So this is the wide one that came on it. And then this is the last one right here. So could see myself using this for beard trims, for all the things. And then underneath here is where we've got the other secret sauce. You guys, this is nuts how much this comes with. So you got a full instruction manual. It feels more like an encyclopedia if I'm being honest. Absolutely massive, but absolutely love it. Then you've got this tray right here that also has little images on it for where to organize everything. Now, what's also really cool about this is this will charge as it's plugged in. So you'll plug the plug in right here, then into the wall, and then everything will just sit right on it. And as you can see, we now have a full scale trimmer at our disposal. And then last but certainly not least, we have all these different guards. If you wanted to use this to trim your beard, line up your beard, cut your hair even, you could do so hands-free. It does come with the charging cord as well. So you guys, this is an absolute one-stop shop. It sits perfectly well and is so multi-purpose. It's going to solve all your problems. So there you have it. Thanks everyone.